Hi, my name is Kim Wiggins from OT Kim Wiggins. And today I'm going to be showing you the Halloween activity that I recently did. And it was a huge hit with all of my students for occupational therapy during the month of October. And so basically, due to COVID, there weren't a lot of kids that were able to go trick-or-treating. And even if you were able to go trick-or-treating, this was a super fun activity to do. And it was a big hit, like I said. So what I have for you is two different screens. I normally don't have two screens up. I normally just have this particular screen up that I'm looking at you with, and that's what the kids see. But I wanted you to see what it looked like from my perspective behind the scenes. So today we're going to go on a haunted house trick-or-treating activity. So to start this, you need to use some virtual backgrounds. So all I did was went to Google and I searched for different Google images that would be appropriate for the activity we were doing today. And I'm going to show you how to do that. You go to Stop Video, up arrow, choose virtual background, and you can see I have quite a few virtual backgrounds uploaded already. If you just press the plus and add image, you can add an image from your computer that you've saved to your computer. So I like to keep them a little bit organized and try to keep all of them together and then delete them when I don't need them. So just press the X button over here. And because they're saved on my computer, I can always get them back again. So today we're going to start off with the haunted house. This is our haunted house. Do you see the haunted house? The other thing that I have set up is a IPEVO camera, which could be any type of external web camera. I also have a dry erase board and some markers. And so we will be doing some writing along with this activity. And this will be, I'll be able to show the kids how to write the letters or draw whatever we're going to be doing. And then I also, just for added fun, I have an app that I got that is a soundboard, and it's called the Spooky Box Soundboard. And there are some commercials on here, but if you make it so that your screen doesn't go to sleep, it will stay up. But if you go out of the app and come back in, those commercials will show up. And so we try to limit that as much as possible, or just quickly mute it while it does that. So this is how I manage all of this. Are you ready? Okay, so what I do is I actually keep up the virtual background, and I'm going to put that one on top of this one. So if this screen over here was my student, I would still be able to see my student. If because this virtual background screen is exactly what the kids are looking at, I can still see that. So I want to be able to see my students, and I want to be able to see myself so that I can get to my virtual backgrounds. If this isn't working out right, I didn't realize this until the other day, but you can switch pictures. All you do is move them around like that. How cool is that? So for the sake of this video, I think it's a little easier to have myself on the left side so that I can see all of my virtual backgrounds. If I have multiple kids in the group, sometimes I just need to move them around also and organize it a little bit better. So these are all my virtual backgrounds for the activity. They're a little bit out of order, but for the most part, it's what I need it to be. So we're at the haunted house. Do you hear the bells? Ooh, it's spooky at this haunted house. And there's a clock. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, we have to get to the haunted house. So stand up and march to the haunted house. Let's march to the haunted house. And we're right at the haunted house. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the front door. I'm not going to tell them that. And so this is the front door. We're going to do some different codes to get into the front door, like, now you try it, and I have them do it on their table. It's a little tricky depending on the student. I might need to just do something like 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we can build upon that. Or maybe I just use that code for every single door that I'm about to open in this haunted house. Okay, I heard it. All right, I heard that code. So now we can Enter the haunted house. Are you ready? And this is a little tricky, so I'm going to press the door creak. We're inside the haunted house. And so in my haunted house, I have door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, door number 4, or we could go up the steps. What do you want to do first? What door do you want to go in? Okay, you want to go in door number 1? Okay, so I have to like lean back and get out of the way. And let's do our code. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Who are we going to see inside door number 1? Ready?
Here, have some candy.
Whoa, Frankenstein just told us, here, have some candy. Okay, so here's Frankenstein. What do you have to say when you go to someone's door or to their house? You have to say, trick or treat. Say trick or treat. And when they say trick or treat, I say, okay, I'm going to go into his basket. And I'm going to grab some candy. Ooh, look what I pulled out. Ooh, this is my family's favorite. It's a Kit Kat. So now what I would do, I would go to share screen, second camera, press share. Then I would write Kit Kat. Now, obviously, I don't normally have this computer right here. There's a lot more space. I'm going to go slower. I'm going to show them how to spell it. I'm going to talk about the sounds. I'm going to talk about the letter formation. If it's just one student, I can even leave the candy here so they can see it. If it's just one student that is younger or having difficulty, we can just practice one letter. I can have them practice it a couple of times, different things like that, that incorporate whatever OT goals they have going on or whatever type of therapy goals they have going on. All right, Frankenstein, we got to go to the next door. All right, so let's go back into our hallway. So I'm using my mouse because I find it a lot easier with the scrolly thing, but you don't have to. That's just my personal preference. So I come back to the picture, and now we're back in the haunted house. Okay, which door do you want to go to? So then we go to another door. Or I could say, do you want to go upstairs? It really doesn't matter because I'm just clicking on these pictures. So whatever we feel like doing. So let's go to another door and do the code. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, let's see. Do I have a sound for Dracula? How about this one?
Time to go trick-or-treating.
Time to go, Dracula said. Time to go trick-or-treating. You're right, Dracula. And then they usually say, but he doesn't have any candy. Oh, but he does have some candy. And I just happened to take some pictures. I have some pictures from Google with these pictures of candy bowls. And I click on it. And now I can go into my green screen pocket and pull out. Look at that. I found some M&Ms. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's write M&Ms. And so maybe we do uppercase or we do lowercase. We can make the little plus sign and then the lowercase apostrophe. Like we can do whatever. If it's an older student, you could write a sentence like M and M's are yucky. Or whatever their preference is. If they don't like it, if they do like it, we can make a sentence out of it, whatever you need to do for that particular goal. So then we stop share, we come back, we got to go back to our hallway. Here we are. Okay, now should we go upstairs? What could we do to go upstairs? Maybe you could stand up and do 5 jumping jacks. And if you do 5 jumping jacks, we will get there. So normally I would do these types of jumping jacks with them. I did recently have surgery, so I'm not going to do it right now, but I would kind of fake it. So we would go ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow! Ta-da! Now we're upstairs. What do we see? This is a whole other hallway with all these different doors. Which one do you want to go to? And then we can talk about the tall door, the small door, the blue door, the brown door, the pink door, whatever it is. We can do our code. And then we can go to another guy. And I usually like to use this one. It's kind of funny. And I say, before we open it, let me give you a hint to see if you can decide what is inside there. What do you hear? And usually they say a ghost, or they'll say, it sounds like a werewolf howling. You're right. All right, let's see if you're right. Ready? What? It's not a scary werewolf or a ghost. It's a dog pretending to be a ghost. You're not scary. You're cute. Or I would say something like that to be silly and funny. And then I would figure out which pocket I was supposed to go into. See how I have 2 pockets here. Of course, I would set that up. So I would take this down and I would look at the screen to determine where is it supposed to go. And that's the best spot for it. Put my hand in there. What did I get? I actually had a kid request this the other day. So Nerds, this is one of their favorite candies. So we'll go ahead and write that. I have a lot of different candy in here. And so sometimes I'll have them make a request and say, oh, we'll see what's in there. And what if they don't get what they actually want, right? So we talk about that with trick-or-treating. Oh, and then of course I forgot to say this to you, but I always tell them to say, thank you. And then we walk away and we go to the next place. So another door could be, what about this? Whoa, what do you think is in there? So if I press this button a couple times on this particular iPhone app, it sounds like a lot of witches. So then I might click on this one. If it was just one witch, I might just click on this lady. So I just want you to be able to see how I maneuver all of this. And the key and the trick, honestly, is by leaving this white page up on top of my own page, because there's no reason to see myself twice. And I can manage all of that just by clicking through these pretty quickly. And I could change it depending on the activity very quickly. Although that didn't move, I might be doing it too quickly. And I hope that this was helpful to you, and I hope you enjoyed our trick-or-treating activity. And I hope that you can check out otkimwiggins.com for other great strategies and my YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day.